Welcome to my garden and welcome to my garlic patch. So this time of the season is one of my first things that I love to harvest. It's not the actual garlic. There are two kinds of garlics. There's the hardneck garlic and there's a soft-necked. The soft-neck refers to, the neck of the garlic being soft, and it's the kind that you see braided. Those garlic heads are all braided, and it's a gorgeous look to have. But these are hardneck varieties, and with a hardneck you get a bonus harvest, and that's what this is right here, a scape. And a scape comes up through the center of the stalk and shoots its way up here, and it wants to produce, the plant wants to produce a flower, so it will produce seeds, so it will prolong, so it will add to generations of garlic. We don't want this flower to form, because if it does, it's going to suck all of the wonderful benefits of that garlic that's underground at this point in time, and use all of that energy to form this flower, which will then form seeds. So it doesn't matter what you want to do with this scape. You can throw it away if you want to, but I would recommend keeping it. But you want to cut it off so that forces the plant to push its root system down further to form those cloves, which also are a means of reproducing the garlic plant itself. So an added benefit to garlic is if you have the hardneck variety, you get scapes. And these can be just a culinary delight. Many different ways of using these. You can use it just like garlic in every application that you may have. My preference is to use it in, my preference is to stir fry it and use it in dishes that way, or save it in the freezer. You can chop it up and save it in the freezer for later, or even make powder out of it to use as a seasoning. So this is what I'm going to do now. I heard a number of differing theories on when to pick these. Some say pick them when they've curly-cued out all around a couple times, and others say pick them when they are a lot smaller and haven't really started that corkscrew curl. So what I thought I would do was pick a few of these young ones that haven't corkscrewed yet, and then we're going to do a taste test and see if they are more tender, if they taste better. I'll do one section. I will compare the bulbs of the garlic to see if it's going to be much of a difference. Will I get larger bulbs if I pick them earlier? And whether the flavor of these young ones are better than those that really start to corkscrew. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to, a method that I was shown is to just give it a gentle tug and snap off, especially at this young stage. This is, you can cut it right here about an inch above the last leaf on the stalk. But if you pull it, you're stretching it just a wee bit and then snap it. So since I don't have my pruners out here with me, I am just going to snap a few in this row, or these, well, maybe 3 rows here. So I'm just going to give it a gentle tug and a snap. There's another one. A tug, let's see, tug and a snap. And I'm going to go and do 3 rows. We've got 1 row here, 1 here, and 1 here. Here's another one right here. Gentle tug and a snap. And here's another one. Here you can see that. Right below this you can see there's a raspberry. These raspberry canes have infiltrated a lot of my beds. Here is my raspberry bed right here. And as you can see, the new canes are infiltrating my garlic bed. Ooh, they smell so fragrant. Just a lovely hint of garlic, not overpowering. And I found that that's one of the benefits and the glories of using these scapes in stir fry. I have in the past dehydrated them and chopped them up for scape powder, which is a little bit more mild than garlic powder. So I'm going to take these in the house for the start of this experiment. Now I'm back out in my garlic patch, and I'm going to pick some scapes that have more of a curl to it. Like this one here. It's got more of a corkscrew to it. And I'm going to actually saute these when I get into the kitchen and see if there's any difference between one like this here that really hasn't started to curl a lot, or this one here as a more tender one. Here's one down here that has more of a corkscrew to it. It is my thinking that younger is more tender. So picking them with less of that curlicue to them would be better. You definitely don't want them to go as far as sticking straight back up and having this flower area here actually start to flower, because at that point it's tough, because then the stalk is hardened and you aren't going to get the best tasting scape from it. Now a lot of people will cut off this spear portion of the scape, you know, just above where the swelling is here for the flower. I don't always do that. I would keep it anyway. I would, if I did that, to eat these just sauteed, I'd keep this portion and dry it and use it as a powder. Let me pick a few more of these really curlicue ones so I can do this little experiment and see if I can taste a difference. All right, I have a number that have a lot more curl to them than I did of the original ones. I'm going to cook these up and see if there is a difference in the taste. Okay, here are my 2 different bundles of scapes in that were in 2 different stages of development. Here on the left-hand side, these are the ones that I picked very young. They had little to no bend in them, no real corkscrew shape. These are the ones I just picked, and they have more of a tighter curlicue shape. Now I cut off I don't know what you'd call them, the points of them. And I'm just going to probably dehydrate these and powder them. But if you didn't want to do that, you could just recompost them, or you could saute them up with the regular Scapes, the rest of it. Here are my 2 pans. I'm going to add, they've been heating up for about 5 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat back up and put in about a tablespoon of oil in each pan. Okay, I wait until my oil just starts shimmering and smoking. This one over here, I'm putting the more curly ones in. And here we have there we go. And these I'll saute for about, maybe about a minute. I don't think they need any more than that. Well, here we are. Here's my guinea pig, my taster. Now, these are the younger ones, the ones that weren't so curly, and these are the ones, the older ones that had more curl to it. And so we're going to give them a taste test and see if there's a difference between the younger, maybe more tender ones. Okay, that's good.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Oh. Any difference?
Yeah, these are tougher.
And
And they're the younger ones, right?
Now that piece I had of this one was a little crunchier. These I think I may have overcooked.
Well, maybe that's why the one I had was a little crunchier.
But other than that, I don't really find that there is too much of a taste.
No, they both taste the same. Very good. Fine taste.
Not really garlicky, maybe just a small hint of garlic. Quite like a crunch of a green bean.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Now they could stand probably a little bit of salt on it, a little bit of pepper. Since they were fried in the oil, I don't think they really need the butter on it. Pretty good, huh?
Yes, very good. Excellent.
Nice harvest from a spring garden.
Yes.
So that's what we do with garlic scapes. This is one method of eating them. And I think either way, letting them go longer with more of a curl is fine. Or picking them young and with not so much of a curl. But definitely don't let them go past the tight curl and go up in a straight stalk, because that would be very fibrous, because they're getting ready to draw that nourishment from the bulb and put it into the flower. And you want it to create a bigger bulb in the garden. So thanks for following on this video, and till the next time we can go digging in the dirt, happy gardening. Bye.